Tom Cruise, Zendaya, Shakira, NBA superstar Jimmy Butler, the King of Spain, Nicole Kidman, Princess Kate, Pharrell Williams. They all showed up for Carlos Alcaraz. The King of Spain literally flies to London just to watch him play. Jimmy Butler sits in his player's box like a proud dad. Real Madrid legends get nervous meeting him. So what is it about this 22-year-old from a Spanish village of 23,000 people that makes him the most magnetic person in sports? Today we're uncovering why everyone, from Hollywood royalty to actual royalty, wants to be Carlos Alcaraz's friend. What's up, everyone? If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, because what we're diving into today is extraordinary. Carlos Alcaraz isn't just dominating tennis. He's somehow become the person everyone wants to know. 6 Grand Slams at 22. World number 1. But that's not the story. The story is that the King of Spain calls him personally after wins and says he gets more nervous talking to the King than playing Grand Slam finals. The story is that NBA All-Star Jimmy Butler became his biggest fan, flew across continents to watch him, and they're now genuine friends. The story is that Shakira, Tom Cruise, and Nicole Kidman rearranged their schedules to see him play. So let's break down the phenomenon that is Carlos Alcaraz and discover what makes him so universally beloved. Let's start with something insane. Carlos Alcaraz has a direct relationship with the Spanish royal family, not just photo ops. Real, genuine connection. After winning the 2022 US Open at age 19, Carlos received a phone call from King Felipe VI of Spain, the actual king. And Carlos later said, "I was more nervous for that call than the match." It's pretty amazing that the Spanish king congratulates you on the hard work you put in every day. But it gets better. In April 2024, King Felipe and Queen Letizia invited Carlos to the royal palace in Madrid to present him with the prestigious King Felipe Award. Carlos called it a special and unforgettable day. Now here's where it gets truly special. July 2025, Wimbledon Finals. King Felipe flies to London to sit in the royal box and support Carlos. He's sitting with Prince William, Princess Kate, Princess Charlotte, and Prince George. 2 royal families together watching Carlos play. And during his victory speech, Carlos said, "King Felipe, I am really proud that you are here supporting me. When I played in front of you twice I won. I hope you are coming more." He's literally asking the King of Spain to be his good luck charm. And it's working. Speaking of royalty, Princess Kate, who was dealing with serious health issues, came out specifically to present Carlos with his Wimbledon trophy in 2024. She brought Princess Charlotte and her sister Pippa Middleton. The future Queen of England, during one of the most difficult periods of her life, made it a priority to honor Carlos Alcaraz. That's not just protocol, that's genuine respect and admiration. Now let's talk about the A-list takeover. Wimbledon 2024 and 2025 became basically the Oscars of tennis because of Carlos. 2024 men's final, Tom Cruise, Zendaya, Julia Roberts, Gerard Butler, all in attendance. 2025 men's final, Nicole Kidman, Keira Knightley, John Lithgow, not to mention the royal families. But then the French Open 2025 said, "Hold my champagne," Natalie Portman, Lily Collins and Charlie McDowell, Pharrell Williams and his wife, Dustin Hoffman, Cooper Koch from Monsters, supermodel Natalia Vodianova, Belgian music legend Stromae, plus French cinema royalty like Guillaume Canet, Gilles Lelouch, and Camille Cotin. These aren't just celebrities who happen to be in Paris. These are people who specifically came to watch Carlos Alcaraz play tennis. Think about that. Natalie Portman, Academy Award winner, could be doing literally anything, chose to spend her Sunday watching a 22-year-old Spanish tennis player. Why? Because watching Carlos isn't just about tennis. It's about witnessing someone who plays with pure joy, fights with incredible heart, and celebrates with infectious energy. You can't fake that magnetism. Celebrities can sense authenticity from a mile away, and Carlos, he's the real deal. Okay, now we need to talk about one of the most unexpected and wholesome friendships in sports. Carlos Alcaraz and NBA superstar Jimmy Butler. This isn't a casual, "hey, nice to meet you" thing. This is a full-blown friendship. February 2023, Buenos Aires Open. Jimmy Butler, six-time NBA All-Star, Miami Heat legend, shows up to watch Carlos play. They meet for the first time. Carlos wins the tournament, and Butler becomes obsessed. Carlos said, "He is a legend." I admire both him and Pau Gasol because of that winning mentality, their professionalism, because they want to improve every day. But above all, I admire that they are great people off the court. But it doesn't stop there. Jimmy Butler starts showing up everywhere. July 2023, flies to Wimbledon to watch Carlos in the final. August 2023, serves as an honorary ball boy at a US Open charity match with Carlos. Multiple Miami Open appearances, sitting courtside, even has sat in Carlos's player box during matches. Let that sink in. An NBA superstar sitting in a tennis player's box like a proud parent watching their kid. Before Wimbledon 2023, Butler posted on Instagram, "I'll be there," with Carlos's match time. He wasn't kidding, and the beautiful part? Carlos didn't pursue this friendship. Jimmy Butler sought him out because Butler recognized something special. A young athlete with elite talent, but more importantly, elite character. Butler told ATP, "He's not number one for no reason." What I love about Carlos is his mentality, his joy for the game, and the person he is off the court. When someone of Jimmy Butler's caliber, known for his no-nonsense competitive nature, becomes your biggest fan, that tells you everything about who Carlos is as a person. Here's a fun one. Shakira showed up to watch Carlos at Wimbledon 2023. Yes, that Shakira. She was there for his semifinal match against Daniil Medvedev, cheering him on from the stands. Now, the media tried to make it into some romance thing, especially because Jimmy Butler was also there and was allegedly linked to Shakira at the time. But really? It's just another example of how Carlos attracts people from every industry. Music legends, actors, athletes, royalty, they all want to witness his magic. And it's not just Shakira. Pharrell Williams brought his entire family to the French Open to watch Carlos. Stromae, Belgium's biggest music export, came to Roland Garros specifically for his match. Musicians understand rhythm, timing, artistry, and when they watch Carlos play, they see an artist with a racket. Someone who doesn't just hit balls, he creates moments. Now let's talk about one of Carlos's favorite connections, Real Madrid superstars. Carlos is a massive Real Madrid fan. Die hard. Always has been. April 2023, Madrid Open. Carlos is defending champion, about to play Grigor Dimitrov. And who shows up courtside? Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Fede Valverde, Dani Ceballos. Real Madrid's starting lineup came to watch him. And Carlos admitted afterwards, "I still get nervous, I'm not going to lie." Having Real Madrid stars like Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo watching me was incredible. And the world number one who's beaten Djokovic and Nadal, getting starstruck by football players. That's so endearing and relatable. But this became a real friendship. Vini regularly comments on Carlos's posts, and they exchange texts. When Real Madrid won the Champions League, Carlos celebrated with them online. When Carlos wins Grand Slams, Vini posts congratulations. These are genuine friendships built on mutual respect. Carlos never name-dropped or used these guys for clout. He was just authentically himself, a kid who loves Real Madrid, and they responded to that realness. Here's what makes all of this even more impressive. Despite having Hollywood stars and NBA legends in his phone, Carlos still lives with his parents in El Palmar. After winning Wimbledon 2023, he said, "I want to go back home and be with my family to eat with them. I miss being in my village and with my friends. And those legendary Ibiza parties, not with celebrities, with his childhood friends." After the French Open 2024, videos went viral of Carlos in an Ibiza nightclub, singing "We Are the Champions" at the top of his lungs, surrounded by the same guys he grew up with. No influencers, no models, well mostly, no VIP entourages, just his boys from back home. His Netflix doc shows this perfectly. When he's home, he's playing PlayStation with his 3 younger brothers, having dinner with his parents, being totally, completely normal. This is why celebrities and legends want to know him, Because despite everything, the fame, the money, the royal invitations, the Hollywood friendships, he hasn't changed. Success didn't transform him. It revealed who he always was. We have to talk about Carlos's most intriguing A-list relationship, Rafael Nadal, Carlos's idol, his inspiration, and now his friend and mentor. They played doubles together at the 2024 Olympics. Carlos said, "Talking with Rafa off the court, knowing each other better, it was incredible. He gave me advice about tennis, about life. We text." The greatest Spanish tennis player of all time texts Carlos before big matches, gives him strategy, checks in on him. When Nadal retired, Carlos posted a heartfelt tribute saying Nadal was the reason he picked up a racket. And Nadal, when people criticized Carlos for partying or not being focused enough, Nadal defended him, said to leave the kid alone, let him find his own path. That's mentorship. That's love, that's legacy. So why does everyone want to be friends with Carlos Alcaraz? In a world where fame usually changes people, Carlos Alcaraz stayed exactly who he's always been. Humble, joyful, loyal, and real. That's the secret. That's why everyone, from Hollywood A-listers to actual kings, wants to be in his orbit. Authenticity is magnetic. Joy is contagious. And Carlos Alcaraz has both in abundance. If this made you love Carlos even more, hit that like button, subscribe for more inspiring deep dives, and comment. If you could spend a day with Carlos, what would you do? Thanks for watching. Stay authentic, stay joyful. I'll see you in the next one.